welcome back to the BK Natural Bees channel. Today I am going to make another communal feeding bucket because there's just too many bees on the two that I have right now, and there's too much fighting going on, so I'd like to spread them a little bit thinner and do that by adding another bucket. Alright, so this is not my idea. I saw this first, I think, on Bee-Source or maybe YouTube, but either way I've seen it a bunch of other places after, so I'm in no way taking credit, but I don't think I'm stealing anybody's idea, or I don't know, it's just one of those things that people have known how to do for quite a while. So you get a bucket with, and not all of them have this, but most of them do, with these little receptacles going around the rim, and that's what the handle holds on to. These will be the holes for the syrup to flow into, and from which the bees will eat. So what the concept is basically poking a hole corresponding to these little receptacles all the way through from the inside. And then when you invert the bucket, of course it's got the cover on, the vacuum will form up here from the water going down and coming out of these holes, and that'll keep it from overflowing. So it'll stay nice and full, and the bees can go 360 degrees around it and feed. And it works pretty well. You lose a little bit of syrup, I think, every morning when the pressure changes a little bit, and then also when you first tip it over, depending on how full you made it, you'll lose a little bit. But the total loss is not anything that you worry about when you're talking about 5-gallon buckets full of sugar syrup. So, alright, the way I've found to do it is to kind of put a light to your back, or a light in front of the bucket so that you can kind of see through it. Put your finger in the middle of the receptacle and put a dot on it. The only thing is, remember not to put a hole on the receptacle that the handle goes in, otherwise that'll just continually flow out. So alright, so now you see I marked where the holes were, and I put an X where the handle goes, and then I use a small flathead laptop screw, or a screwdriver. I'm sure there are a lot of other tools you could use for this. It's not as hard to poke a hole in a 5-gallon bucket as you'd think. Alright, now I'm going to make some more sugar syrup. I've got my other buckets sitting right there waiting for it, and then I will restart this video out when I'm inverting them for the bees, and hopefully see some bees feeding from them. Here are the feeders doing their job. You can see why I have 3 of them out here, because they tend to get pretty clumped up, and that's not a peaceful feeding situation for those bees. So I don't necessarily like it, but I don't have the money for as many feeders as I would need, like the in-hive feeders, the hive top feeders and stuff. I just don't have the finances for it. So this is the only reasonable way for me to do it. But yeah, here they are in action.